Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna share with you guys how did I pass the NCLEX in 60 questions on my first attempt. So for those of you guys who haven't known me yet, so let's talk a little bit about my background. I am an immigrant from Vietnam. I have been living in Canada for 5 years and I have a little baby. She's 16 months old now. I was pregnant when I was in my 3rd year of school. But at that time, I didn't take any semester off. I did go to my placement and I delivered my baby when I was in my 4th year. But let me tell you guys, pregnancy was not the most difficult thing that I have gone through so far. And I still remember when I was doing my assignments and prepared to go to the clinical, I received the phone call from my family that my dad just passed away. So at that time, I was so depressed, I was so sad, I was so stressed out. I just wanted to give up because I didn't think that I could make it. My dad, he just left me forever. But at that time, I didn't give up. I still continued on. And for today, I made it. So if I can make it, you guys can make it, right? If you didn't make it for the first time, stand up and try it again. And I believe that you guys can make it, right? Okay, so let's go back to how did I study for the NCLEX. So which resources that I used? There are a lot of resources out there. But from my personal view, I think that UWorld and Mark-Klimex are very helpful and they did help me to pass my NCLEX. So let's talk about UWorld first. So the UWorld, it has the tutor mode. Whenever you answer one question, you will receive the answer for that question right away. So please go through all of the rationales on each question because you will learn a lot from that information. UWorld cover a lot of topics that you can see in the NCLEX, especially like there are some topics that I never pay attention to when I was in school, but on UWorld they cover all of that information. So if you go through all of the questions on the UWorld, I believe that you will have like the most essential information that you will need on the NCLEX. And secondly, why I chose UWorld, because the layout of the UWorld is very similar to the NCLEX. So imagine when you go to the examination room, you are already anxious about the exam, right? And if you see something that you've never seen before, like the different color, different layout, and then it will make you feel more stressed out. But if you see something that you are already know, you used to do it every day, so it's just like the normal day, it's not like an exam day for you, right? So go with UWorld.
And I suggest you should do one test every day at the same time. So for example, if you booked your examination at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so every day at 3 o'clock, you will do one test. So you can choose the questions on the test randomly from the bank, or you can choose it system by system. So for me, I did choose the questions randomly because I want it to be similar to the real test. And when you finish the test, you will go through all of the questions and rationales and make sure that you understand it well. So on the examination day, your body already got used to that routine and you will not feel like you are taking the exam. It's just like your normal routine. It will make you feel less anxious.
I know that UWorld is expensive and a lot of you guys might not afford it. So one way that you can try it, like you will go to the Facebook page for students who gonna get the NCLEX. So on that page, there are a lot of people who already passed the exam. They are willing to share their account, which is still usable for a couple of months. So you can go there and go on their post and comment, and hopefully you can get it. So at that time, there were a lot of people who sent me message with the hope that I will give my account to them. But unfortunately, I could give it to one person only. So there was a girl who is living in America. She has breast cancer at her very young age, so she couldn't afford the UWorld, so I gave my account to her. So hopefully she passed her NCLEX. And yeah, just try it out. talk about Mark-Klimex audios, so please listen to his audios, guys. It's extremely helpful. If you guys want to have a good review on the topics that will be or might be on the NCLEX, please listen to his audio. Why I say that? Because there are tons of informations out there to cover. For example, for the lab values, which one that you need to know: sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and which one that you should know, right? And you cannot remember everything, right? But you need to know the things everybody knows. If you don't know the thing that everybody knows, you will fail. But if you don't know the thing that everybody doesn't know, so it will not hurt you at all. If you know it, it's great. But if you don't know it, it doesn't hurt you at all. And a second thing that I really like about Mark-Klimex audio is that he will teach you guys how to make a guess on the questions that you never know, on the topic that you never heard about. For example, like when you are doing your exam and you see a topic that you never heard about or you didn't pay attention to it when you were at school. So how can you become a smart person who can make a best guess on the topic that you never known about? So he will show you how to make a best guess. So listen to his audio and figure it out. I will not tell you guys what are these tips, because I want you to listen to his audio, because the more you listen, the more you will remember, and you will figure out which one will work for you guys. Well, there are different tips that I want to share with you guys. So first of all, don't go into the examination room with the expectation of passing in the first 60 questions. Why? Because if it doesn't shut off at that number, you will feel like you fail, and it will make you feel more anxious. You will not like concentrate on the test anymore, right? So just prepare to get all of the questions, like 130 questions. And if you go to the question number 61, 62, you still have like 60 more questions to go through, right? You still have chance to pass, right? So think about that. And the second tip is don't over-analyze the questions. So when you are in the examination room, don't try to analyze the questions like, is it a hard question? Oh my god, is it a hard question? I don't know how to answer. Or is it an easy question? Oh my gosh, everybody knows it and I don't know it. Oh my god, I'm gonna fail. So please don't analyze the level of difficulty of the questions when you are in the room. So just focus on the questions and try to answer it. Keep going, right? Not analyze it, all right? And you guys, so when you are studying for the NCLEX, please make your own note, because you know what? On the last couple of days before you go to the exam, you will not like have enough time to read all of the papers. So just go back to your own note, like me, I did it here. For example, this is maternal and newborn, what should I know? Or this is endocrine, thyroid, and I don't know, brand. Or I also have some picture in colors. So I am a person who loves colors, so I separated in different columns, and then yeah, write it down, color it. So if you couldn't make it on your first attempt, so please don't give up, because you know what? This exam, it doesn't determine who you are. It's just like an exam that we need to pass to get our license. So maybe you just had a bad day, or you were so anxious on the examination room, you know, like you couldn't focus on the exam. I know it, because like I am easily to get anxious on the examination room. So please don't give up, stand up and do it again. Give it all you got, and you will become a nurse. You will be like a great nurse out there. I believe in you guys, and you will be my colleague in the future. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you for your watching, and bye, and see you in my next video, guys.